Shredding on the guitar with the pentatonic scale is awesome. What if there was an easy way to shred even faster using the pentatonic scale 99% of guitar players don't know? As a professional guitar player, I love the simplicity of the pentatonic scale and how it allows me to play a solo in almost any song. And its simplicity makes it a great beginner scale too. Now you could shred using pure alternate picking on this scale like this. Or you could use pure legato and hammer-ons and pull-offs like this. But on this lick in the intro, I used two completely different techniques, which are far more effective for raw speed. So here's the lick again, and see if you can tell what the techniques are. And slow, that sounds like this. So the first lick is, of course, sweep picking, which is a technique you might already know and love, but perhaps not in the context of pentatonic scale. Here's our minor pentatonic scale in D. And the notes that we're going to sweep will start on the 12th fret of the D string here. Then I'm going to go to the 10th fret and basically go along the back of the minor pentatonic like this. It's like an L shape. You're going to want to roll with your first finger and just take special care to mute with your left hand as well as your right hand and make sure that the notes are nice and clean and don't bleed into each other. So I said there were two different techniques. The other technique, of course, is right hand tapping. But the thing is that most players will use right hand tapping with licks just on one string, kind of like this. But in this lick, we're actually traveling along and changing strings, like so. So I'll show you how that's done now. So we start with that sweep. Then we do a hammer-on 13. Then we're going to tap on 17. And bear in mind that we're going to be tapping on the 17th fret for all of the taps. And even though one of the notes isn't minor pentatonic, they are all just minor notes. Pick, 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 hammer on, and hammer on 17, like that. Then we're going to pull off twice with the picking finger, and then with the left hand. So we got this. Now we're going to hammer from nowhere, so each time we go to a new string, it's hammer from nowhere, right hand tap, and two pull-offs. So we're going like this. Hammer, tap, pull off, pull off. Hammer, tap, pull off, pull off. Hammer, tap, pull off, hammer. Okay, that's the pattern and it just repeats all the way down. The left hand just stays inside the minor pentatonic box and the right hand is tapping always on the 17th fret. Now stop! Stop! We're not done yet. Just because we got to the end of this lick, we need to know also how to practice it and nail it at super fast speed. Before I talk about that, by the way, if you want the tabs to all the licks in this video and the shred solo and the backing track and you want to get that for free, just follow the link in the description and go and grab it. So I actually like to turn this lick into a continuous loop and play with a metronome nice and slow. Which you could do it even slower than that. You could do 2 notes per beat, like this. Playing that slow can actually be very humbling, and I find it just as difficult as playing it fast, just because it really puts everything under a microscope, including your timing and how clean and how close you can get the notes together without them becoming either too staccato or bleeding over one another. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know I'm a big fan of burst speed practice. It doesn't really apply to licks which involve a lot of sweep picking and tapping, because sweep picking and tapping just gets you so much speed. It's not really about getting your muscles to move faster, because it's already so easy to play really, really fast. The challenge is actually to get the notes really clean and even. That said, I will work on my sort of pocket and my timing by focusing on the first and last note. And then the second beat would look like this. I really love this shred lick and it works pretty much anywhere that a minor pentatonic scale will work. But this other pattern I use in the solo can actually transform any 4 notes from any scale into a shred lick. Click this video here to learn this pattern, how to practice and apply it and level up your guitar skills.